I'm going to talk to you guys about Barcelona versus Granada. I might have butchered the name. Anyways, this game was absolutely dreadful. This was the worst La Liga performance I've seen from Barcelona in these last 5 games, and this is absolutely pathetic. This was such an embarrassing defeat, and I want to talk about. I could easily just have this video and just be like, I don't feel like we're doing a review. And there probably is no need to do a match review. However, there were some good things. Very marginable. There weren't a lot of good things. It was mostly negative and mostly bad. I have to say on the day, though, Messi and Ansu Fati and Ter Stegen were probably the only players I actually felt like they were actually trying their genuine best. Everyone else was doing absolutely nothing. Okay, Frankie de Jong, I'll give him credit. I still don't understand why Ernesto Valverde is still the manager. He doesn't deserve to be manager of this club anymore. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of want Barcelona to not even. I kind of want Barcelona to just get to the Europa League and put Valverde into shame. Because at this current rate, Barcelona may not even make the Champions League. We have to work so hard to not only just win La Liga. We have to even work harder to even make the Champions League. And it seems like we can't even make the Champions League. And holy moly, we might even get relegated. And that would honestly put Barcelona into a whole pool of shame. Because like I said, guys, earlier in the videos I made in the Rash reviews, I've always thought Barcelona had great players. We have great players on paper, but for some reason, it doesn't work well. We don't have a chemistry. And I noticed this is the big problem with Barcelona at the end of the day, is that Barcelona isn't a team. It's a team of individual brilliant superstars. And that's the big problem, is that our own ideology isn't being played. And today's game was absolutely dreadful. I was very disappointed. And for a minute of there, it seemed like once Granada scored the first goal and within the first 10 minutes of the game, it seemed like we wouldn't be able to win this game. When you allow the opponent to score very early on the game, it gives them that early confidence, and it puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team. And this is the thing I always hated. And that looking back in our away games, we've always conceded towards the death of the game or very early in the game. And that's what's killing us at the end of the day, is that this defense is a terrible defense. This defense is not a proper defense, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's no way on earth we can make the Champions League this season if we are playing like this. Now, I know you can tell me, oh, it's just early on, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. We're already on match day 5, and the way we're playing like this, we're going to get smashed. We're going to get smashed by any team. Even Real Madrid can't even smash us. They could even beat us today. I can't believe I'm saying these words, but I honestly think Real Madrid could actually beat us. And even though they're in bad form, they still haven't even lost a La Liga game. We, on the other hand, have lost 2. And we were considered the favorites for the Champions League. And there's absolutely no way on earth we're going to even get to the Champions League with this kind of dreadful performance in our hands. And don't give me this crap of saying, oh, it's just match day 5. It doesn't matter. Okay? If we don't get the points early on, it doesn't matter. And I don't think it's mathematically possible we can win La Liga anymore. I know Real Madrid dropped points today, but at least they got a draw. And sure, they lost last time, but at least they have higher points. They have not 10 points overall, while Barcelona, on the other hand, has 7 from 5 games. This is a terrible record, and I have really been ashamed. And I've been getting to the point, I'm even asking myself, why even watching these games? Why even bother wasting 92 hours of just watching this bullcrap? Okay, and normally I'm a bit more calm, and you guys know I'm not very aggressive. But man, this was just awful. And normally, as you guys know, I usually am pretty pacifist, and I usually don't really say a lot of dirty words. But I won't do in this video. But just want to let you guys know that this is just absolutely horrendous. Horrendous is probably the closest word I can say to the curse words. And I have to say on the day, I don't understand this front line. Why is Suarez starting in this? Okay, I know this video seems more like a rant, but I honestly, I think this is gonna be just to be a rant, guys. I might just even change the title description instead of saying match review. I'm just gonna say it's a rant because it really is a rant. This is a absolutely terrible game, and there's no way on earth Barcelona will be able to win La Liga and not even make the Champions League. It seems even possible to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and dissect this performance, and I have to say on the day, let's go and talk about the goalkeeper, Ter Stegen. As I said before, I think Ter Stegen was good on the day. He was one of the best players on the team, and I think he deserves to be the #1 goalkeeper. As far as that defense is concerned, Nelson Semedo, Jordi Alba, not Jordi, Junior Firpo, Gerard Piqué, and Lenglet. Junior Firpo, he made a crucial mistake. He made a fatal mistake, and that ultimately costed us a very early. In fact, the opposition scored within 2 minutes of the game. And at that point, as I said before, it seems like if the opposition can score first, it seems like we can't get back ourselves in the game. Away, at least. Okay? Now, I know at home we have been doing pretty well. However, like I said, it doesn't really matter because our home performances, we cannot qualify for the Champions League with just home wins. We really can't. You know, you cannot qualify for the Champions League, and you can't even win La Liga with just home wins. So, I just want everyone to know that just because we're winning at home does not necessarily mean that we're going to actually win the Champions League. And I have to say on the day, though, Ernesto Valverde is a complete idiot. Okay? Now, I understand that this team was going to be a bit weakened considering we had another game coming up against Villarreal on Tuesday, which is literally 3 days from now. And I understand that. But the thing I don't understand is that why is Rakitic starting? Like, this guy has done absolutely nothing. Rakitic should not even be starting. And Suarez. We saw how Suarez and Griezmann could not play together in that game against Borussia Dortmund. And yet Suarez is still starting ahead of... here's what should have happened. So, Junior Firpo, I'm going to excuse Junior Firpo because it's not his fault. We can't blame entirely on him because on the day the team was just crap. The team was just crap as a whole. And there's no point in blaming him. I want to say this, though. Like I said, Barcelona on the day were just awful. You know, they were atrocious. I was not pleased. I was not happy, and I honestly have to say, so the defense was good. Gerard Piqué. Let me go talk about Gerard Piqué. Man, this guy needs to go. I'm seriously sick of Gerard Piqué. He needs to get out of the squad. He has done absolutely barely much, and I get that he is an intelligent guy, but this season he's been pretty useless. Okay. The only time I actually felt like Piqué did a really good job was against Valencia. But even still in that game, I didn't think he was perfect. Okay, there were still some noticeable margins, and he still I can't speak my words correctly. He keeps getting yellow cards. The fact that your own best defender supposedly keeps getting yellow cards in every single game, that's not good. Okay, that's shame. That's not good. This guy needs to step out. Gerard Piqué, in my opinion, should not be in the starting 11. Okay. Junior Firpo, I think, was good. Lenglet, I think, was good. And I think Nelson Semedo was good. Gerard Piqué does not deserve to be in that starting 11 defense, in my humble opinion. The midfield. Rakitic does not deserve to start. Sergio Roberto was fine. Frankie de Jong was obviously the best. Yeah, Rakitic does not deserve. If you're going to you should at least have put Vidal from the start. I would have been okay with Vidal. And even still, he gave us a penalty. He gave the opposing team a penalty for a handball in the box. And that's where I realized that the game was practically over. If there was any chance we could have won the game, we couldn't have conceded a second goal. And the fact that we conceded a second goal just pretty much annihilated all hopes of a comeback. Okay. So Vidal, really the ideal midfield would have been Frankie de Jong, Sergio Busquets, and Arthur. But as I said before, I understand we need to prepare for the next Villarreal game, and I understand we are going to have a weekend one, and we want to be conservative. So I guess Vidal, Sergio Roberto, I guess was fine, and then Frenkie. The front three. Okay, here's where it gets tricky. I think Griezmann playing as a left winger is absolutely bad. Griezmann cannot play in that position. He simply cannot play as a winger. He has to play as a central midfield. It's central. He doesn't work well in left. So please, for goodness sakes, Valverde, do not put Griezmann on the left. Okay, Griezmann does not work on the left. Okay, and do not put Griezmann and Suarez together at the start. You could put Suarez on the bench, but do not have both starting simultaneously. Okay. So Griezmann should be. So here's what should have happened. Ansu Fati should have been the right winger. Messi should have been the left winger, and Griezmann should have been the center. Okay. Carlos Perez was okay, I guess. He didn't really do much. And the fact that we only got one shot on target, 8 shots, really was bad. And remember how we escaped the Borussia Dortmund game with a point? If we play like this, I don't even think we could get out of the Champions League group stage. I don't even think we can get out of the group. There isn't even a good chance we can finish ball in the group. Okay? So, like I said, there is a great chance for this. And like I said, I understand that many guys are going to say, oh, well, it's just one game. You shouldn't get too upset. Yeah, but the thing is, this has been happening for a while now. Barcelona's defense has always been bad. And the fact that we haven't even kept a clean sheet in any of these 5 La Liga games is really awful. Is really awful. Okay. And I am so disgusted. I am so disgraceful. This is such a disgrace. I could really elaborate and just further rant, but I think you guys get the general point. The general point is that this was a terrible match, and I have to give credit to Granada. They just completely deserved the 3 points. We didn't even deserve a point. Okay. Their goalkeeper was incredible. Okay. As far as Messi is concerned, I know a lot of you guys are saying, "Oh yeah, let's blame Messi." Okay, let me tell you guys the thing. Messi hasn't played a Barcelona match. He hasn't played on a regular basis until January. I mean, not January, July. July was the last game he actually played in the Copa America final, Copa America third place game against Chile. That was the last game he actually played, the full even still he had to go off in the game, and we're not going to get into that. But he hasn't played a complete 90 minutes yet, and I really hope he does play against Villarreal, because this is a terrible performance. And like I said, we cannot be affording to drop points. We've only got 1 point in the last 3 away games, which is awful. Okay? And don't give me this thing, oh, you know, it doesn't matter. Away games are important too, okay? I predicted Barcelona would have won this game 2-1. I said 2-1 Barcelona. I think that was a pretty moderate prediction. I think that was a pretty conservative. I was trying to hope that Barcelona could win, and, you know, with Griezmann, Ansu Fati. But this is just awful. This was awful, and this is baffling, and there's really no... We've been very inconsistent as well. This is another thing else I hate about us, is that we can deliver such a great performance, and then we can play out a very crap performance. So, those are my initial thoughts, guys. I honestly think Ernesto Valverde has to go. There is no more excuses, okay? He doesn't deserve to be part of this club anymore. He shouldn't even be part of this club. And as far as the replacement is concerned, just get someone, okay? Heck, even Jose Mourinho. Actually, yeah, maybe Jose Mourinho. Probably not. But that's a joke. But the point is, I don't want Ernesto Valverde with this club anymore. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoy this video, guys. I know this was a very negative video, and I wanted to make it positive. I was hoping when I came back from the game, I wanted to make this more positive, but there was really nothing positive about today. There was nothing really good other than the fact that Ansu Fati was good, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, guys. Peace out.